We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. If you need a roadmap in crypto, subscribe to this channel. Hey, is Donald Trump and the crypto trade only going to be done in the new Elite Eight? And you're like, what's the Elite Eight? Well, it's Bitcoin and 8 other cryptos. You might also guess that XRP is in there, but there's a pattern that's developed. Like some cryptos go up and then just can't get going. Like I thought it was like, oh, Solana 300. And then I said, wait a minute. Maybe money is all flooding into Bitcoin, XRP, and the American Elite Eight. And what happens if this market kind of takes off and it's mostly the Elite Eight that do well? Somewhat interesting thing to think about. So the orange man and the digital asset reserve may not be just Bitcoin. It may be the American-made cryptos that can be used in payment plans, and will address the rumors that XRP is actively lobbying the White House to do the XRP reserve, not the Bitcoin reserve. Can you believe it? So we love a little drama and excitement in crypto. As of today, it's XRP versus Bitcoin. Pick a side. Wow. The XRP army takes on the Bitcoin maximalists. Grab the popcorn, people. It's about to get real. All right, let's welcome who's here. We have Miklo. Welcome. Right? Jav, Old Smoky, Holy Smoly, Brian. What's up? What is up with Trump coin? I don't know. We'll take a look at the chart. Right? Michael, Tyson, Stefan, Desiree, Dominic, what's up? Michael, Gian, Shelly, hello, what's up? Jacob, it's yo boy Big Jazz. Yes, we are live, right? Edible is here. James, Simpy, Zoyo, Babilo, welcome to the show. Okay, let's go. Okay, John McAfee's meme coin continues to make news. I own it. It's now back down to 10 million market cap. So from 150,000 on the old token to 100 million or 80 million, back down to 10 million. Looks like they want to take this whole market and force everyone out in lieu of 8 cryptos that they don't own. My money remains on this coin, not investment advice, because I think they got traction. They got 20,000 Twitter followers, but the market is getting absolutely smacked, so we will take a look at it. Trump crypto plans have Wall Street CEOs ready to jump into digital assets. Okay, so the market continues to sell the fact, and that's the fact. That's it, right? Everybody wants to sell. I don't think it makes any sense, but it's also starting to look like maybe everybody is unloading certain cryptos to pile into the made in the USA coins. Starting to feel like that way. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the PowerPoint. Now, I had a tweet. I don't have it here, but I'll come off for a second. There's a guy I respect in equities, Jordy Visser. I used to work with him, and he's commenting about how, and other people are commenting about how retail is massively piling into stocks because apparently it's easy money and they see it as all benefiting from AI, but that feels way overdone. And Jordy prefers Bitcoin over stocks to do his AI prosperity trade, which is really where I got this whole idea of stop being so negative, even though there's negative stuff out there. Okay. So I'm wondering, if Bitcoin is preferable to stocks, does that extend to another group of like 8 or 9 big cryptos? Right? In other words, are we going to have a crypto rally that starts off with the stuff that mooned after the election? We'll go into it in more detail, but crypto is better than stocks. Okay. Bitcoin's price action is mimicking 2016 and 2017. 150K says Glassnode analyst. Okay, interesting. Solana hits 263, becomes news, and then comes off, right? The frustration trade continues. President Trump's executive order to make U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. USA Today running the article. Okay. So I think in order to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet, then they have to moon the American-made cryptos. And that probably starts with XRP. In other words, if everyone's looking for the Bitcoin strategic reserve and everyone is selling the fact on the Bitcoin strategic reserve, and they want to get major excitement going, should they do the Bitcoin strategic reserve or should they start with XRP or Cardano or Algorand? Probably XRP because it's got the name brand and a lot of excited people. A Bitcoin strategic reserve makes like Michael Saylor and BlackRock happy, but XRP is like I don't know. They're like the MAGA loyalists in crypto. So what happens if it becomes the XRP strategic reserve? What happens if a deal with Garlinghouse gets made? You'll probably know instantly by the way it starts trading. Now, I wasn't taking this seriously, ironically, until I saw Solana, which looked like it was going straight to 300, just stop, turn around, and go straight down today. Like, kind of like throwing a rock out of a, fourth floor window. It's like, oh, there goes Solana. I mean, nothing big. But I was like, wow, Solana's going to 300. It stopped. What's up with that? Bitcoin, same thing. I was like, wow, what's the deal? We got macro stuff going on. What? And then I was like, well, wait a minute. There's all this talk all over Twitter about XRP. And then I just looked at all the other charts and I'm like, wait a minute. It's the crypto capital of the planet. Does that mean it's Bitcoin? Bitcoin and altcoins, Trump's order on digital asset stockpile explained. I mean, I'm sure this is a good article, but I don't think you let them explain it. I think you let the market explain it. And I think the market is explaining it. We'll go over the charts. XRP price forecast. Why a rally could start soon. People are extremely fired up in XRP because their token trades better than everyone else's. Bitcoin trades pretty good too, but a lot of people are disappointed about Bitcoin. Wendy O even mentioned, it's like, why is everyone angry? Everyone is angry. Bitcoin's at 106K and everyone's angry. 4 reasons why XRP might explode higher soon. Seems this is kind of going around. Guess if you want to get attention, you do XRP videos. Okay. But the price action speaks for itself. Can XRP go past Bitcoin? Now, something else that's also back is, huge upside price targets in XRP. So first it was radical to be talking about $5. Now that's practically boring. So $5 is not interesting. $10 is not interesting. I think you don't get anybody's attention until you start talking about $15. And then there's all kinds of people talking about it being a $3 trillion asset. Basically, that's not what they're saying, but that's what the price targets are saying. They're like, XRP should be like a Magnificent Seven stock and be worth $3 trillion. I mean, if I don't know what price XRP would be at if it was at, if the market cap would be at $3 trillion, but if the XRP hyperbole price targets have any meaning, then what happens if everybody goes and buys XRP and the other American-made cryptos and leaves the rest of it alone? In other words, we'll go over the charts. Maybe we'll cut some of the news short and get to those charts. But there are charts here that look like, classic consolidation for a major up move, right? A major up move. Okay, we're getting an answer on we're getting an answer on $3 trillion XRP. What price would XRP trade at if the market cap was $3 trillion? Let's see what it says. This is perplexity. And the winner is, it won't give me the answer. Nope. $52. There we go. So, you want a YouTube show? Here's a YouTube show. At a $3 trillion market cap, XRP is at $52. So, if you want a hyperbole upside target, there's a hyperbole upside target. If XRP is a Magnificent 7 stock, it trades at $52. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the XRP land who are down with it. Meanwhile, you have House Oversight Committee wanting to know who debanked who. I'm actually hearing that this is continuing with certain types of influencers. Ironically, on the right, it's actually still happening, but they're actually hunting down whoever is doing it in crypto, which, people getting debanked is, of course, not good, but, they got to find out who did this so they don't do it again. Because obviously something big is about to happen. I mean, last night I was like, wow, this market's out of its mind. Why is it down? It doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh my God. When I saw this XRP versus Bitcoin thing, I'm like, wait a minute. Borrow billions, buy Bitcoin. So here's all the people buying Bitcoin. And I'm like, well, if everyone bought Bitcoin, is it something else? It's not a dumb question. Wall Street CEOs are ready to go bigger in crypto, says, CNBC. Well, good. Are they all going into Bitcoin, or does BlackRock own that? This is a question. Like, where are they going exactly? Where are they going? This market feels like it's like the crypto people are giving up and the legacy people are getting ready to do something big. I just don't know what, but we'll check the charts. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF surpasses $1 billion volume in the first 2 hours of trading today. Absolutely, absolutely unbelievable, the amount of volume going through that ETF. Okay, so altcoins. All right, so antivirus, not having as much fun as we want to be, but I'm okay with some kind of basing process, because this has pretty much happened to every big altcoin, where it goes up, and then what you have to do, this was the way it was in SPX 6900 and Pepe, is that you had to live with these big retracements and believe in it. Again, SPX 6900 and Harry Potter, Obama's Sonic Inu come to mind. That you basically had to believe it. I've already made my decision about this. Like, you make your decision. I made my decision about this. Like, these guys got 20,000 Twitter followers right now. And I've seen 2 videos of McAfee in the last 24 hours. I'm doing this. That's it. Period. I am absolutely doing it. So they got to sell. They got to sell. People got to do what they got to do. It's got a 10 million market cap, 11 million market cap. That's it. Okay, let's take a look at other meme coins. We heard Trump got smacked today. They were fighting the 62% retracement. They just did not want to go down there. And then, just like we talked about, right? We talked about this, right? 4-hour chart. Okay, and there it is. running stops at the 62% retracement at 29. So market makers were probably holding it up and didn't want it to go below 30. And they ran the stops. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't hit the button. It was there. 29 is 62% retracement. They run the stops. I don't know, man. It's like, either it holds 62% or it does what Ain't I and Melania did, which is like trace a much bigger percentage in the move. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at 62% in Trump. I actually think you can, antivirus is different, right? That's more like the AI sector, the oversold AI sector, in my opinion. This could still be money, right? I don't know if you're going to lump this in with XRP and everything else, but you could, because, theoretically it's like big enough. It's big enough. And we'll see, right? Now, it would be kind of funny if everyone bought Trump and missed XRP and Stellar. That would be kind of crazy, right? If the reason that the orange man hasn't talked about Bitcoin is because they're going to do XRP and maybe he wants his coin involved with the other altcoins. In other words, I'm starting to wonder, is Bitcoin in the orange man's interest, or is altcoins in the orange man's interest? Just saying. I mean, a couple of guys were talking about this on Twitter today. It would not have been top of mind until this XRP rumor started. So this coin either holds 29 and comes back up above 30 and it's good, or if it doesn't hold the 62%, they do deeper retracements. And with all these meme coins, like, you can catch the original FOMO move, but if you look, to this day, like, this was the original shocker. Like, this moonshot was just unbelievable. I mean, you had to live like, this is the early days of SPX 6900, right? So this is August of 2023. And just in case you're wondering, this is my antivirus and Melania roadmap. Possibly Trump too. So let's talk about living with pain. Really. Now, if you've ever been to the Twitter for this group, and the same thing with Harry Potter, Bitcoin as that symbol, literally, that these guys are just rabid. Like, they are just after it no matter what. Like, I'm in and I'm never selling. So this retracement took out the 76% retracement, and you had to live with essentially, I don't know, almost 8 months of winter. Then it took off and they dropped it again to the 76%. Forget the 62% retracement. They took it up, dropped it, left it there, took it up, dropped it again. And this was horrible. Like, this was a give up trade. This was straight down. Like, you know how they say it's always darkest before dawn? Like, I'm saying, I mean, this applies Trump, antivirus, Melania, and whatever you're into. I mean, this happened in Rune, shockingly, right? Straight down, everyone out. Everyone out, right? Can't take it anymore. Been in this for a while. Every time I buy, I get hosed. I get it. I had no idea. Nobody did. And then this thing just, like, you can't even keep it on the chart. It's like not even acknowledgeable. It went from 0. It has a $1.1 billion market cap. you know, I was drawing like fib extension targets for people at like 267, right? And then, and then it went the opposite direction when, you list it on Kraken, you moon it and then you dump it on people. But it actually did make a new high recently. So this is the power of the community, of the rabid fans. It's also a lesson in how crypto trades, right? All the way up, all the way down, and then winter gets you out, shake you out, whatever. And then when you're not looking, either the thing you love goes or something else goes up, that is. So that's kind of like a tutorial on, how this sort of works when you have a moonshot. Now, let's get into, it's like PowerPoint, kind of like a Friday night PowerPoint comeback. It's like really, really kind of succinct for an otherwise, crappy market. So you have stocks, right? This is S&P futures. It broke out of a Lux Algo like rising wedge, and now it's coming back, new high. It's just fine. These guys can party on, but they are staring at resistance. There's no immediate topping signals, which is great, right? But it is a little hard to live with that they're like in love with stocks before a tariff regime comes in, and they're selling crypto with reckless abandon. Then again, after looking at the SPX 6900 chart, is that a surprise? It isn't. It's unpleasant, but it's not a surprise because this is what you have to live through in order to be right. So dollar index came off dramatically, right? Whatever everybody was worried about, it's almost like whatever trade everybody had on at the end of last year, long Bitcoin, short stocks, long dollar, it's all coming unglued now. Like Lux Algo's inserting resistance, and this dollar looks like it just wants to completely fall out of bed, which is interesting, right? Because I don't even know why it went up to begin with. I guess that's the whole tariff thing. The only way out of a debt crisis is to devalue the currency, and they may be doing that right now. And they may be doing it versus Bitcoin and the American-made cryptos. Okay, so let's talk about XRP. So, I did a bunch of like Fibonacci circle and Gann analysis on XRP. And, I'm not going to go into all that, but these structures that I draw have proved useful. Okay. There's a big Gann line right around $3.12. And I don't think there's really, if it continues to go higher, $4 or $4.50 is possible. Like $4 is the next Gann line. And, as we discussed last night, XRP is just strong like bull. Up, sit, up, sit. You're taking absolutely no heat. None. So are we waiting for some kind of dramatic XRP announcement when everyone is sitting around waiting for the dramatic Bitcoin announcement? I mean, you want to talk about like that? That's crazy. That's crazy even by XRP standards, but maybe not. I did like a lunchtime short on XRP versus Bitcoin. I got 12,000 views on TikTok in like 4 hours. So obviously I'm not the only one thinking about it or talking about it. Can you imagine if it's the XRP strategic reserve? I mean, if I had said that to you 3 months ago, you're like, Bill, come on, man. You're off the YouTube deep end with that. You got to be realistic. Do you? Okay, let's just start looking at American-made. Avalanche, headquartered in Brooklyn, New York. Just sitting there on a Lux Algo pennant line. It's been sitting here for a while. It's at equilibrium, so it's not overpriced. And, the closer it gets to the apex, theoretically, the more volcanic the breakout can be. What happens if, Larry Fink is talking about tokenizing everything? The AVAX C chain is built for security tokens. So is Polkadot, but that's not up here, right? Now, Cardano, not a big fan of what Charles said about my, my meme coin, but, Cardano is trading either just above or just below a Lux Algo trend line. It's definitely not in the premium zone, and the top of the accumulation cone is at $2. This guy's advising the president. Could the shocker be that Cardano actually, does something or gets lumped into this strategic reserve? Algorand on a 2-day chart, noticing Lux Algo has put like pennant formations in here, like a channel, excuse me. And Algorand is sitting at the bottom of the channel, and it's close to equilibrium. So Algorand has showed no interest in being below the equilibrium price on this 2-day chart. So sometimes tweaking time frames can help you zoom out or see things where everyone's like glued to their 30-minute chart going, oh my God, I can't believe it's down again. I don't know, man. This looks like it wants to go to 65 cents. It's trading at 40. Okay, Adara. Same thing, man. It's like up, sideways, up, sideways. There's just it doesn't look like anything anybody wants to back off in this zone, in this prior high here. Looks like it's acting as support, right? Like these markets trade like there's no real seller. Like there's buyers and then there's profit takers. There's no like, oh my God, sell it. There's none of that. That's what it looks like. Okay, Stellar. I don't know. Somebody described this to me once as decentralized XRP. That's kind of funny. I mean, it broke out of a triangle at the apex, which is very bullish. It came back down and retested it and held, which is bizarre, right? That's weird. Like right here, this like retest that it's done. I'm like, what happens if this goes to $1? Like, you're not going to see many YouTube headlines. Stellar goes to $1. Wow, let me click on that show. But look, man, look at the picture. Like a lot of this stuff, I don't have to like go off about it. Aave on a 3-day chart, right? So we're like putting like the Elite 8 together. Aave, World Liberty Financial. Aave breaks out, gets super euphoric, and then comes back down and retests the Lux Algo trend line. It's a longer term chart, like a 3-day chart. Yeah, why can't this go to 400 and beyond? Like, I think, why can't Aave go to 1,000? I mean, if XRP goes, if Stellar goes, if Bitcoin goes, if Federa goes, Aave might go too. Or some other DeFi play like Chainlink. In other words, one thing I hadn't thought of is what happens if this major rally that seems to be coming is concentrated into a moonshot of like 8 cryptos. Most people think it's going to be Bitcoin, right? Some people think it's going to be meme coins. What happens if it's these boomer cryptos? Because, again, there's no seller. There's buyers and profit takers, but there's no like, oh yeah, let's get short this. I think people are afraid to be short this kind of stuff. That's just me. Okay. SGXG is here. Welcome. Okay. Swift C pumping. Let's check it out. Yeah, man, whatever this is, people want it. There is a Lux Algo 5-wave topping signal. So I'm I might be inclined to take some money, but if this is some kind of leadership coin, then the stuff I just showed you can follow, right? In theory, right? I think, somebody was also looking at XCN. In other words, with these coins, I'm wondering if the bid is now going to switch into the American-made cryptos. But again, God, I mean, this thing was literally hit its premium zone today. It's just unbelievable. And the thing that's freaky about this coin on a daily chart is that, money flow is not excessive. In other words, this move in XCN has caught people way off guard. And is that going to continue? Okay. Ski. Boy, look at that battle. It's like the orange man's coin, right? Everyone's meme coins like fighting, right? Would love to see this stuff turn around and have the made in the USA cryptos take the whole market up. Oh, you imagine? Everybody's waiting for the Bitcoin strategic reserve, and it winds up the altcoin strategic reserve. Can you imagine? Up until today, no one was talking about it. And when they were talking about it, they were talking about it in a negative light. Like, oh yeah, XRP is trying to undermine Bitcoin. How dare they? What do you mean, how dare they? I mean, what? They got 1,000 people employed at Ripple. Gensler's tried to run them off the planet. What do you think the purpose of Ripple is? To advocate for XRPs. This was viewed as a negative for years. Now it's like, wait a minute. They have a company. They have marketing. I mean, look what's going on with Ethereum. It's like, oh yeah, it's proof of stake or it has a network. Now everyone's like calling for Vitalik's resignation as if he's CEO of a centralized company. I mean, crypto, it's like people are crazy. It's like, oh yeah, XRP is great because Ripple's behind it. But wait a minute, Ripple wants to be Bitcoin? No, we don't want that. We want our bags to move. We don't want Ripple to pursue its interests. I don't know, man. There's a company there with 1,000 people, and the orange man wants it to be 10 times the size. He wants Ripple to employ 15,000 people. Well, how is that ever going to happen? Well, only if he makes the XRP strategic reserve. You want nuts? We got AI meme coins bringing people back from the dead and the XRP strategic reserve. Crazy, right? Can't possibly be happening. It's happening. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. It's Friday night. We'll do Sui. We'll do one more up. Superverse. All right, we got a couple coming in. Superverse, that sounds like gaming. Another Coinbase coin. Okay, so it fell below Lux Algo support. But there is a good order block just below $1. See what's on DeMark about that. Okay, let's try Super one more time. Yeah, Superverse, you could have a bottom in 2 days. So maybe they're doing some kind of bottom on Sunday night. Same thing with Sui, right? Everything is like slumping, consolidating, and maybe you get a bottom in 2 days. Okay, this is Algorand. Again, nothing good or nothing bad is happening. But again, I'm starting to wonder, doesn't feel like there's a seller in the market. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Do not underestimate XRP and the Made in America cryptos. Do not discount the fact that if those coins take off, whatever coins are in that group, like say, big layer ones or stuff that's not necessarily owned, like maybe Avalanche or related coins, you might want to check those out because it feels like while the case for Solana and Bitcoin is incredible, right? It is. Could the rally in Bitcoin and Solana be preceded by XRP, Algorand, and Hedera? Okay, we will find out. I will see you on Monday.